Me.
For real, look just like me.
Yeah, that was she did a really good job. I was like, man, I wish I could draw.
Man, I could draw, but I don't even know if I mean, I got to get back in it. But this is week 2, episode 1. We just hitting it hard. We're gonna start hitting it with the HTML and CSS. Once again, like I just want to remind you guys, if you haven't signed up for sololearn.org, it's .org.
.org.
It's .com. Sololearn.com. This is an app that you guys can download on your phone as well. This will help us start putting together websites pretty easily if you guys can get through module 3 on CSS and module 2 on HTML. So this will start giving you guys a lot more working knowledge. It'll give you guys a lot more working knowledge of. Well, ask your mom. It'll give you guys. I'm sorry, my daughter. It'll give you guys a lot more working knowledge on how to put together some of these websites. So I'm gonna start making you guys some challenges to see if you guys can start recreating and giving you guys a little bit. And you guys can spend a couple minutes or a couple hours getting this stuff done. But I'm going to see if you challenge you guys every day. So hopefully by the next day, if you guys can get those done. So today basically all I want you guys to do is create. Matter of fact, I'll just walk through the first step with you guys. Today I want to see you guys create a simple web page. I'm gonna make a web page. It's gonna look something like this. Right? And color. I want 3 boxes. Green. Actually, I don't care what color you guys make it. But I just want 3 boxes, just like that. That's gonna be the challenge. First challenge I want you guys to do. You're gonna do something like that. Now I'm gonna, and basically just those are gonna be background colored blue, red, and green. So that's basically what I want you guys to do. I'm gonna walk you guys through it first, just so you guys can get ahead onto what's going on. Did you get a chance to set up your Visual Studio Code?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
That's this.
Bro,
That's one of the videos that I put up was how to set up Visual Studio Code.
No, I wasn't around my computer. I didn't get a chance to set it up. Okay. I just got around my computer. Today I can set it up.
Okay, that's cool. Just make sure you go through that, set it up, so then you won't have you'll be able to do this. All right. So first thing that we want to do when we're recreating this right here, not that. When we're recreating, I didn't say that. But basically, the picture of that. What we're going to be doing is we want to make a div. And basically this div is going to be our background. We're going to give it a name inside of this div, and we're going to call it ID. ID equals wrapper or background or whatever you guys want to call it. I'm just going to call it wrapper because I want to wrap everything inside of it. Everything that we create after this, we want it inside of this wrapper. All right. So first thing we want to do is we want to create that long box. We're going to make one more div. And I'm going to show this to you right as we're making it. So you're going to do div space ID, and let's give it the name background. And then we're going to close this div up. All right. So it's an open div, close div, and then the open div, we're just going to do space ID equals background. All right. And then inside of that same folder, I didn't even think I set this up right. Sorry. me see if I can open up folder. I think I named it coding practice. I'm gonna start that over real quick. This is something we worked on before. So I want to do something like div space ID wrapper. And then we're going to make a new another div space ID equals background. All right. So once we do that, this wrapper is going to encase this wrapper is just going to be the beginning of our website. Now we're going to make this other div inside of that wrapper. That's going to be the background. All right. So I'm going to go over to, don't look like we made a CSS. We didn't make a CSS for this file, so that's good. This will give us good practice on how we're going to start linking our CSS. So once again, guys, if you don't know how to do it, you can either look back on your old look back on your old projects, or you can go to Google and type in how to link. Christopher Ponce is here. I'm going to admit him. He's in here. How to link CSS to HTML. We're going to hit OK. We're going to go down. We're always going to look for W3 schools, especially when we're working with HTML and CSS. They're going to give us the most reliable information. These guys do not sponsor me. I just like their work, all right? But basically, here we go. Here's we look. The link, here's the code we want. We're going to copy that, put that back into our HTML link, our HTML page. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up, David?
What's up, man? This is being recorded, so the first half of this, if you missed it, you can catch up a little bit later, all right?
Sounds good, man.
All right, cool. So this is basically what we were doing before on Friday when we were making a CSS page, and then I just went online to get the link. We found this online. We copied, we pasted. I'm gonna name it whatever I want, practice.css. But if I do name it practice.css, I do have to make a file in the same folder called practice.css. All right, that's gonna be our HTML link now. So now we'll have that linked. First thing I want to do is I want to target my background. So I'm going to do background. And then let's give it a background color, which this is one of those commands that if you guys do some of the work on CSS, you guys will notice right off the bat. The background color, let's just say the background color is yellow. We'll make that yellow. All right. We'll make the background color yellow, but now we want to set how big we want the background to be. Now on this, if you guys remember, I made the background very long and very short. So it's gonna be very long and very short. So the width of the screen, the width of the background is gonna be very long. So let's just say we'll make the width. We'll make the width of the background to be, let's say, 600 pixels. And then we'll make the height of the background to be half of that at 300 pixels. Now, once I save this, once again, I have it on auto save. You guys can do that as well. Put it on auto save. And I hope I'm sharing the page. If you guys don't see what I'm saying, please let me know because I want to make sure.
Wait. Let me make sure I got this down. Okay, wait. Can you do it one more time, please?
Do what one more time?
The last thing you did with the pixels.
Oh, okay. I did background color equals yellow. Width equals 600 pixels. So that's not gonna work. I have to do space pixels. And height 300 space pixels. Width,
okay.
Space 600 pixels. Height space 300 pixels. Yeah. Get tongue twisted a little bit. But once we get both of those saved, I can open a default browser and something isn't working. It means we have some bugs in our code somewhere. Now I named this background. And I think
so when it doesn't work, you have error in your code.
Error in my code. Now, the first thing I know that I wanted to see here, I know for a fact I wanted to see a yellow background. I know for a fact. If I didn't see that, I know something's wrong, and I already know what I did right here. There's a difference. If you put a period, that means class. If I do a hashtag, that means ID. And what I mean by that is, see how I put ID?
Yeah, I see.
I put ID. It's looking for that hashtag to target this div. All right. So now once I save that and open it up, and then I refresh, still wrong. Something is still wrong. All right. Cool. Something is still up. All right. So let's see. I got div ID background. Go back as background. 100 pixels, height 300. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Practice, CSS. Okay, that looks good. So, I'm doing something else here wrong. So now basically, now I'm debugging my code. Why isn't it working?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I am now. Like, man, why isn't this working? Because from the way it looks like it should work. So I'm gonna go back to some of my stuff that I know that is working good, and I'm gonna just, oh geez, what is all this? All right.
So you can look over your previous codes to see what's wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna compare.
And contrast.
Yeah, I'm gonna compare and see what's going wrong. So I want to open this up with code. I don't know. Okay, cool. So yeah, my div class. Oh, I didn't open the CSS. Yeah, so I got wrapper. Yes, so this height, background dash color. Background dash color. Let's see. Is that what I have here? Background dash color equals yellow with 600 height. Yeah. Class. Header, green. I'm looking here to see what I did wrong. Yeah, class header ID. Yeah. Yikes. Okay. First HTML.html. Practice.css. Practice.css. ID equals background. ID background. Background color yellow with, pause. I don't know how that got paused. I have no idea. Let's see. Open in default browser. F5. Okay. We really have a bug here. Practice practice.css. You know what? Let me see if I can copy and paste. Let's see if I can copy. Nope. practice.css. see, is there something wrong with my link? Let's see, H1. Let me see if I even have a link here. I don't even know if I have a link. H1. Hello world. Let's see if we're even working right now. So right now I have to kind of go back and see why I'm not even having. All right. So our program is working. Our program is working. Doesn't look like CSS is working.
So what do you do when that's not working?
I got to figure out why. So basically, I'm going to try and see. Let's see if we look over here online.
Uh-huh.
We have this H1 color navy. Let's see if we can give it the same type of stuff, and we can see if it works. If it doesn't work, that means we're having a connection problem with our CSS file. Okay. Which one? Oh, okay. Color navy. There we go. I'm like, what is going on? All right. Now, if that works, if this works, we got some. But let's see what happens. If it doesn't work, we know what's going on. Yeah. So this is working. That's navy, right? I can't.
Yeah.
That's very hard to tell. So our CSS file is working, but our background is not. This is not registering. So let's change this to just something that we know we can't mess up. Let's change that to red. Save it, and then hopefully this comes up. Whoa. Wow. Okay. We have some bug. Okay. You know what? Let's see. It shouldn't matter. But let's see. Wrapper. Background color. Aqua. Width. 200 pixels. Oh, maybe we do have to, okay. We probably can't have these spaces. That's probably what I've been doing. Yep. Wow. See how much I had to do just to figure out a little stupid error I just made. All right. So basically I had space on my pixels. So it wasn't picking it up. So these do have to be on. So now once I do it,
it's gonna work this time.
Yeah, see, it works. So that's just how it is with coding. You know, most of the time we know what to do. It's just we mistyped something, or you know what I mean, like something. And this happens to the best of us. You know what I mean? As you can see, I'm a better coder than you guys, but I still make mistakes, and that's a part of coding. But once I make this mistake here, and it just took me what 5-10 minutes figuring out what was wrong, I won't make that mistake again. Yeah, that's going to be the first thing I look at next time, because I know I made the mistake. If it does happen again, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what's going on. All right, so back to the lesson plan, guys. That's good. That's good. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. And if y'all got any questions, like I said, don't forget to. You guys can ask me and say, hey, interrupt me, and we can get that done.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we named that red, but it's okay. We'll keep it red. So we got the background, right? Now we want to get 3 blocks in the middle. We want to get 3 blocks in there, and we want it to be all on the same page, right? So
Yeah.
that was a part of the challenge. Let's see. Share my screen. I want to share the whole screen. So that way, if I do switch screens, you guys can see. You can see this. We're on the yellow screen now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello world, yellow. All right, cool. So we want to get 3 boxes in there, kind of all kind of like that, right? So we know we need 3 boxes. And so what we're gonna do is, since we know we need 3 boxes in here, let's create another div inside of background that's gonna carry our three boxes. All right. So let's give us one more div inside of here. And I like giving divs because it helps keeps everything uniform and in check and in order. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give this an ID. I'm gonna call it box holder. Call this box holder, and then I'll close that up. And then we're going to put in, now an easy way to make boxes, as we can see, we can just make divs, right? And then give them color and give them width and height, and it'll make a box, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 3 divs. I'm gonna call them box 1, box 2, and box 3. Give it an ID and call this one box 1. And I'm gonna copy and paste. If you guys don't know how to do this quick, it's gonna be Alt, Shift, and down if you're using Visual Studio Code. I think a lot of other editors let you use that same command as well. We're gonna name the second one box 2. We're gonna name the third one box 3.
Michael.
All right, cool.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you said that's Alt, Shift, and down?
Yep, hold Alt, Shift, and down.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we got box 1, box 2, and box 3. So right now we have empty divs. They don't have any width and height or color. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to our practice.css, which we linked. Don't forget, whatever you guys call it, you know what is being linked right here in the reference. So we're gonna go to practice, and then we wanna make 3 different boxes. We're gonna do box 1. Give it this, and then let's say we're gonna give it. We know the background is a height of 600 and a width of 600 and a height of 300. So let's kind of do some quick math. 6 divided by 3 is 2.
2.
It's 2. So we want our boxes to be somewhere between 2 and let's say probably like 1.75, because we want to try and get them. I'm just gonna show you what we do. If we do 200, if we do width 200 and we do it, that's gonna take up the whole page. But we kind of want the way we set up this challenge is we got Shamira right here. It's good. It's good. Everybody's here. Oh, she's probably waiting a little bit too long. All right, anyways. Oh, let's go. All right, so Shamira, you can catch up. I'm going to put this video online later. You can catch up after this. We're just basically doing one of the challenges that I want you to do. All right, so 200 pixels. And then we're going to put the background color. Pick a color, Dion.
Blue.
Blue. All right. Easy.
Gosh, just the white.
And we want the height to be 300 as well because we want it to be the same. We want the height to be the same width. For now, we just want to. For now, we want to just get it on there, and then we can play with it. Then we can play with it to make it fix the way we want it to. All right, cool. So we're gonna do something like that, right? So that's box 1. That's box 1. We're gonna change this for box 2. We're gonna change this for box 3. So now once it's all, let's change the color so we can, no, we'll leave it all the same so you guys can see. We'll leave them all blue. All right, so we're gonna run that and we should see 3 different boxes, maybe, or it may just be all blue. Ooh, yikes. That's exactly what's happening. So here's the challenge for here. Like you guys are like, man, why is it doing this? So basically what's happening is I have, matter of fact, let me change the colors so you guys can see what's happening here. This is something that me and Shamira went over. He may know how to fix this, but this is one of the videos I think that you guys watched on how we can fix this. Let's see, what else? Chat, I got something in the chat. Oh, okay, yeah, no, do you think? All right, cool. So basically, let me change the colors so you guys can see what's going on. Let's change the second one to pink, and then we can change the third one to green. Those are just the first colors that came up, guys. Don't judge me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So let's save that, and let's rerun it. And you guys will see we have all 3 of our boxes, but instead of them going from side to side, they're actually going under each other. Now the reason why is it's called the display.
It's called what?
The display element or feature or I lost the word, but it's called display. Display display property. Oh my God, yeah, the word just lost me. Forgive me. It's called the display property. But basically, if once you put things in HTML, what's going to happen is if you don't change the display, it's going to be displayed as a block. And blocks, all they do is build upon each other, right? So what's going to happen is I put one div, all right, and then once I put another div, it's going to be under it. And then once I put another div, it's going to be under it, and so on and so on. So anytime I add another div, it's going to go under each other. That's just a part of what this default block display does. But here's what we're going to do here. Let's introduce this display property. And let's do inline block. Display inline block. So what's going to happen is once we do this, once we do that, they should all go across. Because what happens is, before I refresh, I want to show you guys what's happening. Once I put this div is taking up all the space here on this line. But this block is taking up all the space on this line, so it has nowhere to go but under. That's why it's called the display function, the display property. So it's just going to go under. When I do the inline block, what it's going to do is only going to take up the space that it's required. So when I hit refresh, they should all click here. So now what's happening here now is there's not enough space, so it's still pushing it down. So that's why I was saying that we have to change the pixels here a little bit. There's not enough space with the default padding and border on these. So let me go ahead and you guys can see everything I'm doing here now. You guys can see me back on Visual Studio Code, right?
Let me double check.
Yeah, you guys should. All right, cool. So
yeah, I can.
What I want to do is I'm gonna play with these just a little bit here because I want them all to fit on the same line. I'm gonna do 175 for width on all these guys, and they're gonna fit perfect.
So the height just fine. It's the width.
Yeah. What's happening is it's too big, so it's pushing it on to the next line. But once we play with these, the sizes of these, you'll notice that once I go back to the HTML, they'll be all on the same line. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I said 1.75 earlier. But as you can see, now it fits on the same line. But now what we can do is what I was showing you guys, inspect. We can do inspect, and then there's our box 1. We can do box 1. Maybe we can play with it a little bit. If we can, you see how we can change right here? I'm gonna change them all to 180. Let's do 185. Change that to 185, 186. Click on it. We can change it to 186. And what we can do is we can play with these without keep going back. Once we get it perfect, then we can go change our code. But for now, we still got this. We still got some more. We still got some more that we can kind of do, right? So we know 200 isn't going to work because it didn't work before. So let's do 190 for each. This is going to be quicker than keep switching over to the code and changing. I mean, it's tedious. It's tedious, but 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 18 divided by 3. What do we have it at? 190? 18 divided by 3 is what, 6? 196 apiece. And that's just some quick math. Because this, I mean, we live in a math world, whether you guys want to believe it or not. Like, everything deals with math. But I just wanted to see how to get that really quick. 196. See, now that looks perfect, right? That looks really good. Everything looks spacey and is correct. Only thing that's different is I know we wanted to make these a little bit shorter, but that's easy. We don't have to worry about we can just change them all, let's say to about 250, and it should look good. But basically we want 195 or 196, I thought it was 196 for each box. Quicker than us just playing with it and going back and forth and re-rendering it. So that's what that inspect tool teaches you guys that I showed you guys a couple classes ago. I'm gonna show you guys something here else too, like how I know I want to go ahead and edit all of those. If I highlight this, and then I do Control D and D, what's it's gonna do is it's gonna go down to the next. It's gonna go down to the next 300 pixels. Find that. Now hit D again. It's gonna go down to the next 300. Then I can edit them all at the same time. So now I'm gonna change them all to 250 at the same time. Isn't that cool? It's just a little shortcut. So once again, highlight them all. Control D goes to the next one. If I hit it again, it's going to try and find the next 250, which it did. And then I can just hit over, move the cursor in, and then I can kind of edit them all at the same time. So that's something that'll help you guys too. Kind of get faster with just tricks of the trade, guys. All right, and then once I reset, now we'll see this. Now it looks like we have one more issue, right? It's like we fixed it, but why aren't they centered, right? Why is that? We got to figure out a way to get them centered now. Now let's see what we can do. We can try a couple things. We can try a couple things. The easy and most obvious is the line height. And line height is basically going to allow us to move, everything. It's going to allow us to move this box, because we're using box 1. It's going to allow us to move the box up and down. So we're up, we want to move it down. I'm thinking we may have to do a negative number. So let's do -10 and see if that works. We'll see if it works. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just thinking, just because but we'll see. Let's see. Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work. Let's inspect, seeing that we do have something here. And nope, that doesn't help us at all. Line height doesn't work. So how are we going to move this? What property are we going to use inside of CSS to help us move stuff? So we got 10 minutes left in this meeting, guys, just so you guys know. Let's see if we can find it. How to move elements up and down with CSS, because CSS is what we're using the position property. So I used the wrong one. So we need to use position. We need to use position. We can give position a fixed, which we can use, give them, we can use numbers to move everything around, which that might work. Let's see if there's anything else we can use too. Let's see. Positioning text. That's not going to help us. So let's see if we can do position center. Maybe that's going to stack them on top of each other. So basically what we're going to have to do is just move them with a fix. We can do position. We can do position. And we can do position fixed and then give it a right, bottom, or top. So let's do position fixed. We know we need to do that first. Let's grab that. Once we give the position fixed, start giving it coordinates. Position, we want fixed. And you know it's right when it changed color. So we know that's right. And then we want to do top. Let's give it -10. I think that might work. -10 pixels.
You said -10 pixels?
Yeah, we're gonna try first. Let me see if that works. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I think that's how we're gonna get it to move. Let's see if we can get it to move first. All right, cool. It worked. No, it didn't. It messed up everything. So let's see. Let's see if we can click on here. Go back over to our styles. Actually select an element. We're going to select the div box 1. Let's take this. Let's take this off. That move. And let's see what this does. This isn't doing anything. This isn't moving it at all. We got 10 minutes.
What are you trying to move again?
We're trying to move these divs just down because we don't want them to be, we changed the height of them, but now we kind of want them to be in the middle a little bit, right?
Yeah, to cover up the yellow?
Yeah, to just like kind of make it even yellow on both sides. So basically, we got to kind of figure out. We have to kind of play with our properties to see if we can fix that. So how about this? As a challenge for you guys for tomorrow, let's see if one of you guys can figure this out. We can see if one of you guys can figure this out by tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to, and then I'll be able to give you guys the answer. But hopefully, let's see if you guys can figure it out too, and then we'll go ahead and end class on this note, and then we'll see if we can figure that out. That's the last things you guys have to figure out for this challenge, and this challenge is completed. Other than that, we got to kind of move those. So, like I said,
so you want me to do that?
Huh? Oh, you don't have this code, huh? Let me this code here is what we written. We written this code. So what I'll do is I'll send you guys an email of the HTML and the CSS.
Mm-hmm.
Samira, I know you can use that Solo Learn, what I showed you the other day, right?
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
You can use Solo Learn. So let's see if I can just put it in the chat here, and maybe you guys can just.
Hold on, wait. What was the challenge? Yeah. I had got a phone call and kicked me out the call.
No, what I was saying is we got 5 minutes left, and in this meeting, because I'm not. That's all they're allowing us to use, but.
Start another meeting.
I want for the challenge. I kind of want you guys to see if you guys can fix this by tomorrow. If not, if none of you guys can fix it, I'll have it fixed. But I want you guys to kind of try out your skills of going on Google, seeing if you can kind of figure out the property that they're using to move this stuff, and playing with your inspect tool, which is that right click and inspect, and playing and clicking on elements to see if you guys can figure out how to move that around. So, I kind of want to give you guys, a little bit of time, a little bit of brain. I'm going to hurt your brains on Monday. Sorry, guys. But have fun, basically. But here, I'm going to give, since Shamaya wasn't following the code, you can see if you can fix it. Yeah, I'm going to send it in an email. So for everybody that isn't watching, you guys can try and fix the last little bug. It's not a bug, but it's just try and get that to look a little bit more in the middle. And Shamira, you probably don't understand what I mean by this challenge. At the beginning of this video, I kind of drew out something that I wanted you guys to try and create. But then I kind of went on ahead and just went through it with you guys, just to show you guys my thought process on how I get things started, and maybe give you guys, a little bit of help on how you guys can start on our next challenge that I'm going to have for you guys tomorrow, which is going to be just building on top of what we're learning already.
Okay.
So if you guys can get it by tomorrow, you guys will be on track to start on our next challenge that we're going to do on top of this tomorrow. So I'll just email you guys this after this call, and then you guys will be able to try and fix this by tomorrow. Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right. So before we go, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Any questions, Shamira, Chris, Dion, about the algorithms, about the sololearn.com? You guys can go ahead and put a pin in the algorithms. Wherever you guys are, put a pin in that, because I do want you guys to go ahead on SoloLearn and start going through these HTML and CSS, because that's only how you guys are going to figure out how to do these challenges, because they're giving you all the answers that I'm asking you guys. They're giving you all the answers, all the properties. Aligning stuff. We're aligning stuff horizontally, aligning stuff vertically. That's basically what we're doing right there. So if you guys read this stuff, you'll be like, oh, mate, I already read something. Let me click on this and figure out what they did, and then you can take some of this and try and get the answers.
Okay.
So put a pin in the algorithm stuff. Maybe get on the SoloLearn and try to get, with the CSS, get to, I think, module 3, and the HTML, module 2. Any questions? Quick. We got 90 seconds.
No.
How many, let me see how many, can you scroll up some? That's the first module.
Yeah, it's only about 6 in the first module, and
22
about 20 in the second module, which these go by quick if you guys watch the video from Friday. You can get these done really quick.
Okay.
All
And
right.
we said I was done by tomorrow or Wednesday.
By Wednesday. I mean, I think you guys can do it, but it's up to you. If you guys don't, we'll go where the class is. But like I said, by us doing these challenges, I think you guys are gonna get better at this than you guys think. All right.
Mhm.
So that's what this week 2 is about, is challenging you guys to get in some of your knowledge onto projects where you guys can start doing some of this stuff. All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. That's it. That's all I got. All right.
All right, see you.
All right, cool. You guys
See
want
you,
me to start a new mini, and I could do that real quick. You guys want me to
You
start?
said what?
You guys
Start
want me to
what?
start a new meeting, or you guys think this is good for today?
I mean, it don't matter to me. I'm
I
if you
got
want.
I got time. All right. Let me start a new meeting. All right. Join back from the same link.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.